Hello. Right, I've got a few things I want to test out. Hello, how are we doing? I want to test out some music, and I want to test out the multicasting, and I want you guys to tell me if you can hear music or if you can only hear my voice. Hello, people coming in. Hello, JB. Hello, Yassine. Hello, Sid. Can you guys hear music? Or can you hear it now? Like, I'm not sure if I've... Hang on, wait a minute. I need to have that on and off a minute. Okay, it's off for me. Can you guys hear music? No music. It's showing that it's going out on mic. You hear music? Okay, so I don't hear that. So what that's done is that switched my monitors off. Do you still hear music now? Can you guys hear music? Or is it stopped? It's always been you. I don't want it to be louder than my voice. But I don't want to blow out my mic when I'm talking. I don't want my voice to be too loud. You can hear it. Excellent. That's really good. Hello, people coming in. Hello, guess who's back? Back again. You can still hear music. Okay. Is the level okay? Can you hear my voice over the music? I also need to check out if this is going out on Twitch and if it's going out on everywhere else. Hello, people. How much did I pay for the mic? I can't remember, but it's not an expensive mic. I bought it when I had to start pre-recording because they shut the radio studio down for COVID. Hi, Molson. I am still awake. It's going to be a quick one. I just want to have a cup of tea before I go to bed, and may as well test all this while there's people around. Okay. I need to quickly check. Because I know that I'm talking quite quietly, but I still want to be louder than the music. You hear the music leveled up with the speaker. Excellent. I'm so glad. I don't have the music loud, it's just meant to be kind of like background music, but normally when you play music, the mic cuts it out. I want to check if this is going out on Twitch. It's always been you. What site did I buy the mic from? I bought it from Thomann in Germany. Schlurp. How's the UK doing? It's dark, the sun hasn't come up yet, and it's cold, and there's still snow on the ground, but it's been raining, so it's probably frozen over. Okay, this is going out on Twitch. Oh, that's good. Excellent. Hi Chris, how are you doing? I'm so tired and I'm sore as well. I've been sitting here for a while. Just woke up, fell asleep on the couch 3 hours. Nice. I look like a pro. Well, I've been doing the radio thing for over a year now. I should kind of know. Well, I'm saying that, but I mean, how long have I been working with musicians? I should sort of know what I'm doing. What was the other thing I was doing? Oh yeah. Hang on. I think that's the thing that sometimes gets to me a little bit is I'm used to dealing with like groups and men, rowdy bands and comedians and performers and all the fucking crew and, you know, all those people, and I'm not used to being fucking disrespected by some fucking non-entities who've got too much to fucking say for themselves. I'm nipping that shit in the bud now. Right. What are you doing for a living? I've got multiple jobs. My main job is photography. I'm a full-time photographer, but not at the moment because all my work died with COVID. So all my gigs were cancelled, all my weddings were postponed, the Edinburgh Fringe was cancelled, all the things that I normally photograph. And obviously nobody wants their portrait taken when we're all social distancing and locked down. So work's quiet, which is why I'm investing so much time in the radio show. I do have a radio show. I also help to, I don't want to use the word manage a band, I help a band. I do have a website, you could look through that and read it, and then that would explain all the things that I do. The sound lever goes up and down a lot on the music. It shouldn't. It should be coming through as a separate channel. It should not be coming through via the monitor. Is anybody else hearing different? They're both coming through as a mic input, right? Obviously you're going to want to hear my voice over the music, but it shouldn't be dipping the music out. Hi Kim, how are you doing? Haps is messing with the sound. How do you mean? My website's in my bio. It's really easy to find. What don't you do? True enough, Molson. You've been around long enough to know all the things that I do. It's the platform. Why, what's happening on the platform? What have I missed? Try to see if this is going out on the radio Facebook page. I think it is. I hope it is. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's really loud to whisper. Disconcerting. What is it that's going down? What is it that's... Talk me through exactly what you're hearing. While you're speaking, the music sound level goes down. That makes it easy to hear you when you speak. Well, that's what you'd expect to happen. You don't want to be shouting over. Is that still changing the volume when I talk over it? But you would expect it to, like, I don't want to be shouting over it. Is it distorting the music? Hi Daniel, welcome. Is Sid still live on his... Are you all still live on his broadcast? You all come in here. You and Bobby and Sid. Is he still live? The music is louder than my voice. Sometimes it does not go down when you speak low. Yeah, I'm not talking particularly loud, that's true. So hang on, if I turn that lower, is it still audible? Because it's super quiet for me, but that's because I've got the monitors really low. Can you still hear it? He killed the room. Why did he kill the room? Music sound level is working properly, but perhaps there's a lag between you and the start and stop of your speech when music level adjusts. I tested this earlier and it sounded fine. I did a little 10-minute test and it sounded okay. So I'm really confused as to why it's an issue. Still going. I'm still awake. I need to come and see me. Well, do you know what, Lindsay? I'm not interested in constantly being the butt of the joke all the time. I've been there and done that, and I know that nobody on here knows what fucking went down on Periscope, but I'm not interested in repeating the experience. So I need to step away from that. I've seen this happen with SwiftBeats and CS. SwiftBeats and CS are using OBS. I'm not using OBS. I'm just using their broadcast studio. And it's really weird because like I say, I listened back to the replay earlier and it sounded okay. Okay, I'm going to try something and tell me if this changes it, okay? Do you still hear the music? Or has it killed it? And does it change when I talk over it? I know that, Lindsay, and that's why do you know what? The truth is I like them, but what's happening is it's what happens with that is I'll banter with somebody and then the other people that are involved in that group think it's okay to be disrespectful. It's happened to me before and I'm not doing it again. You can hear it. Okay. Is it the same as it was before I switched the switch? Like, is it still doing the same thing with the microphone over it? What's the story? Does it sound as it did before? Does it sound different? Is it clearer? Talk me through what you're hearing now. Do you see your comment? I'm not interested in looking at my website or dealing with it at the moment. Is it better now? Okay, that's interesting because what's happening is I've got my two inputs, but I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it at all. I don't hear any music. I'm not hearing any music. I need to switch it back over again for me to hear it. For it to come out of the monitors. Bobby says it sounds great, but other people are saying it's not sounding great. So I need to know. I don't understand why it sounded fine on the test that I did earlier. I wanted to check if this was going out on Periscope. That was the only thing. I knew I was in the middle of doing something else. It looks like it is going out on Periscope, but it looks like it's super, like, fuzzy. It fluxes. It sounds great. I'm so confused. I'm gonna have to listen to the replay and see how it. Oh, I've got such an itchy nose. My neighbours are smoking, and whenever they do that, my house starts to smell of it, and I start to get like an itchy nose. Oh man, I need to know how to fucking. Because I thought I'd nailed the sound earlier. It's not fuzzy from this end. That's good because it's fuzzy on the desktop end. Music volume was great. A few times when you spoke it dipped down while you spoke, if that makes sense. Yeah. I'm not stressing about the website. It's there to direct people to who ask me questions. It's just a basic Wix site. I've got my business website down at the moment because I need to change the hosting. And because business is so quiet, it seems like an expense that I don't really want to outlay at the moment. I'm really tired. It's just starting to hit me. Okay, so just checking. It's supposed to be going out to Twitch and to. See, I can see it on the levels on the doodad. Or is my voice too loud? Because that looks like it's really high on the levels. Seems adjustment between loud and soft just takes a few seconds. Almost the first few words. Okay. And when I switched the switch over, Kim, did it change that, or did it still dip down? I'll do it now. Tell me. I'll tell you. 3, 2, 1. Does it still dip down when I'm speaking, or does it remain consistent? Or is it still doing that adjustment thing? Had 3 unplanned hours of sleep. Oh, yeah, it's 7 a.m. here and I've not been to bed yet. I need to sleep. I'll have another cup of tea. I've been having issues with this sciatica. For the last couple of weeks I've had sciatica, but the weirdest thing started happening yesterday where the pain wasn't coming from my back and down my hip, down back, where it normally comes. I was getting horrendous pain in my knee, as if I had injured my knee. But I haven't had a fall or I haven't injured my knee. So I don't understand. It feels like I've injured my knee. It's weird. It's getting louder. The music's getting louder, or my voice is getting louder. It's more extreme right now. Adjust still on the lag. It's more extreme right now. Is the music louder? Is it harder to hear me? Adjust still on the lag. Okay, so it's not making any difference. So it's harder for me to not hear it. I would rather have it like this, where it's coming through the monitors and I can hear it. If it's not making any difference with me talking over it and it adjusting the volume, I'd rather be able to hear it myself. Otherwise I'll forget that it's playing in the background if I can't hear it. This is Rusty Egan, but the guy that's singing it, Eric Stein, I did an interview with, and we were talking for nearly 3 hours. That's without adding any music to the interview. I'm going to have to edit it down. It's going to end up like a 4-hour interview. Helen, will a TENS machine help? I'm trying to have... People keep saying TENS, but I don't fancy the idea of it. Shocking your nerves to make your other nerves not feel anything. It seems counterintuitive. Do you know what else is weird? My feet and my ankles are swollen and I never swell. I never get swollen feet or ankles. And I don't know if it's just because of the way I'm sitting. I don't know what, or if it's like the painkillers or what the fuck. Weird. Same thing. It's great. Okay, I'm glad to hear it. I'm going to stop asking questions about the sound. I'm presuming that you can hear me okay. I'm just making that assumption. I mean, I can turn my volume mic up, but I don't really want my mic to be too loud. I don't want to blow your eardrums out. My dreams, love is coming my way. I'm bringing Perry Blind Date back on Sunday on Valentine's Day. Does anybody from Periscope remember Perry Blind Date? I'm bringing it back. High blood pressure. Why would that make my feet swell? I don't have high blood pressure. My blood pressure is always spot on. I've been taking cocodamol for the pain. They gave me amitriptyline. I honestly don't think it was helping at all, so I stopped taking it. You believe Twitch has a better picture than Haps? Oh, really? Is it better on Twitch? Did you just go over to check Twitch for me? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I know that the comments are coming through. That's cool. That's good. Are you heading to bed, Kim? Thank you for coming in. All is fine with sound. It's really not too bad. I'm so glad. That's what high blood pressure can do. Well, I've never had an issue with my blood. In fact, if anything, I'd say my blood pressure is probably too low. On the occasions that I've had it taken, I'm always extremely het up and hyper and like feeling agitated when they take it, and it always runs normal. So one would presume that it's probably normally low. Multicast is working quite nice. So it's coming through okay on Periscope. It's coming through okay on Twitch. I'm pleased to hear this. I don't have very many followers on Twitch, but multicasting there was something that I did want to do. I was originally going to migrate to Twitch before Periscope introduced it or stated that it was ending, and then the radio studio closed down because of COVID, so I just stopped broadcasting on it because I was just doing it as like a behind the scenes for that. Ahead of Haps. What do you mean ahead of Haps? In terms of, what do you mean? Hi Kobe. Welcome to Haps. What do you mean ahead? Do you mean timing? A few seconds. That's interesting because Molson did a little test for me. I love that you guys are testing this out and I'm not even asking you to. Thank you so much. Molson did a test the other day where he had an Android and an Apple phone side by side, and he said the video was 20 seconds laggier, slower on the Android than it was on the iPhone, but that the comments were at the same speed. It's interesting that you're saying that Twitch is ahead. I can listen to more about promises you get. Who's my favourite band? It's impossible to narrow it down to just one. I love lots of music. My first love were probably Ultravox. I love lots of bands. You're on Twitch on Android and Haps. You're on Twitch on Android and Haps on a laptop. So the Android's faster than the laptop. That's interesting. That makes sense because whenever I've tried to do like a quiz or whatever, I sometimes see other people's comments coming through before the question has even been asked or the music's even played, and that explains the delay. So the laptop desktop's always slower. That's interesting. Thank you so much for checking that for me. I am still awake and I should get to bed. I feel like I need to explain to Sid why I left his broadcast. And he said to me, you either want to be here or you don't. Kind of made me feel like, okay, you don't want me here, so that's why I left. But I was a little bit pissed off at that other person talking about me behind my back when I wasn't there the other night. And I'm not cool with being the butt of the joke all the time. I can laugh at myself more than most people. But I'm nipping that shit in the bud because I went through a lot of crap on Periscope and I'm not dealing with it. I'm not playing Run Rig. Bearing in mind I'm also multicasting to other platforms which will mute the music. So I'm watching what I'm playing. I didn't actually want to play this either. What is it? Outerbox. Ultravox. Ultravox. It's not so much being like it's hard to explain it, right? Because banter's banter, right? And obviously, you know, like I can have a laugh, and I have been, but somebody interjected into a conversation about something. So I was bantering about a conversation that Sid and I had previously had the night before or whatever, right? Or a conversation that had already taken place. And then this other person who wasn't privy to that started talking, calling me that girl, kept saying that, and that girl kept saying this, that girl, and it just feels really fucking patronising. That girl knows my name. This person knows my name. That girl said this and that girl said that, and it, like totally taking what was said out of context because he wasn't privy to the previous conversation, the fact that we were having banter. But he waited until I left the room before he started talking about me, and that shit really fucking pisses me off. It's disrespectful. If you've got something to fucking say, especially if it feels confrontational, say it to my face. I'm not interested in being part of a group if it means that I'm constantly the butt of the joke. Inside, overexposed and still cold and distant, lost in the title video today about who likes Helen or something, what will I do, will I cry, or I can't remember exactly what was said, but that's making me the butt of the joke. Like, fuck off. What happens is when you're having banter with one person, it feels like it opens up the floodgates for other people to think it's okay to be disrespectful to or about you. You're enabling it. Do you know what I mean? Nobody else in that room was having the fucking... Nobody else in the room was being made the butt of the joke. I was the only one in the room being made the butt of the joke. Everybody else was being respected. That is how I feel, Lindsay. I tried to message you on Instagram to explain it to you. I'm not having a fucking repeat Periscope on here. I don't fucking need to be liked by people. If you don't like me, I'd rather you were fucking honest about it.
Scared of losing touch, really mean that much. Why pretend that you love him? Don't call me out the blue. It's clear that I still do. You know he knows it too. Going home alone, the only love I've known. It's always been you.
I'm gonna share some photos that I posted on Twitter earlier today.
Tell me it's not real. Tell me he doesn't make you feel.
I don't know how many people here are familiar with Visage or Steve Strange of Visage, who died 6 years ago. Rusty Egan reminded me on Twitter, and so I posted up some photos that I had taken of Steve. I can remember how to screen share.
It's always been you.
Oh, we're not letting me present that. What's happening? Have I lost everybody? Have you all left? It won't let me open up the present tab. I think my whole broadcast studio has just completely died. It won't even let me bring the camera back up again. What is going on? The whole thing's froze for me. I need to reset it. It won't even let me reset it. What the fuck? What is going on?
It's always been you.
I don't know what's going on. My computer just completely died. What the fuck is going on?